Inside a dance studio in the Catskills, a polished ballroom floor caught the light. Shoes slid across wood, bodies moved closer as the count began. A man's voice cut through the space.
Sylvia!
She answered back.
Yes, Mickey.
That improvised moment is one of a handful of iconic scenes in Dirty Dancing. Most people remember the 1956 song, but only a few recognize the voice. It began with Sylvia Robinson. At the time, her name didn't appear anywhere. Her parents were Herbert and Ida Vanderpool, St. Thomas natives who migrated to New York for work. Before she became known as a producer, she was Little Sylvia, a young guitarist learning the early R&B and rock circuit in New York. With Mickey Baker, she recorded Love is Strange, a slide duet built around a guitar line and a playful hook. The song became a Billboard Top 20 hit and later a pop culture standard. Her skill drew the attention of artists moving through the circuit. While working shows with Ike and Tina Turner, Sylvia wrote It's Gonna Work Out Fine, which earned a Grammy nomination. The years that followed taught her how the music economy really worked: publishing over performance, ownership over applause, and credit over memory. By the late 1970s, as disco peaked and a new sound rose from the boroughs, Sylvia had the tools the new generation lacked: studio access, musicians, and a working label. By then, her youngest son would return from the Bronx night after night with homemade cassettes, DJs looping breakbeats from disco and funk records while MCs talked over the rhythm. It wasn't structured like pop, it wasn't sung, but it moved crowds and kids were already paying for copies. By the summer of 1979, she and her husband, Joe Robinson, started Sugar Hill Records and released Rapper's Delight. The record was long and unorthodox. The radio hesitated because it didn't fit existing format. But DJs played it in clubs, dancers demanded it, and distributors noticed. Once Rapper's Delight crossed 1 million sales, the logic changed. Hip-hop could travel, chart, and return profits. And Sylvia Robinson had just pioneered a new global industry. What began in boroughs and small studios became a global system. New formats, new contracts, new profits, and new forms of authorship. Behind it was Sylvia Robinson, a songwriter and producer who understood the business before the business understood the sound. And it all traces back to Herbert and Ida Vanderpool leaving St. Thomas for work.